Well, one of the key pieces of equipment used to save Damar Hamlin's life was an automated external defibrillator, or an AED. That's a device used to shock the heart back into rhythm. And our Griffin Wright joins us this morning with an AED. He's going to explain more about how they work and where you might find them. Good morning, Griffin.
Good morning, Andy. So typically you'll find them near a fire extinguisher in a box or something like that, and this is the type of thing you want to look out for.
Starting CPR on someone who is having a heart attack is the first and most important thing you can do for them. But there's another life-saving step that you can take.
Stand clear. Push shock button.
That's an automated external defibrillator, or AED, and it saves lives.
AED detects fatal cardiac rhythms, and when it detects that that rhythm is present, then it will shock the heart back into rhythm.
The amazing thing about AEDs is anybody can use one.
It's built in that it will identify what rhythm that patient's in, and it will either tell you shock advised or no shock advised. And then it also walks you through the steps of chest compressions and when to stop and when to check for a pulse and those types of things. So the automatic external defibrillators are great in the fact that, you know, it's quick, it's easy to put on, and it's user-friendly for any level of person out there, not just trained healthcare providers.
The Des Moines Fire Department's EMS team responds to 250 to 300 heart attacks a year, and bystanders who use AEDs while waiting for paramedics to arrive dramatically raise the odds the person having a heart attack will live.
It really goes back to calling 911, getting to that person and starting CPR, and if we have an AED, applying that AED as soon as possible, and that's going to give that patient the best chance of recovery.
So next time you're in a public place, take a second to find where the AED is located. You never know when you'll need one to save a life.
And they really are that easy to use. All you need to do is just turn it on, open it up. It honestly kind of looks like a bit of a kid's toy, but they have all the different directions that you have. Here's the paddles and everything, but it will tell you what you need to do when you turn it on. Lights up, really everything. It walks you through all the steps. It's very, very easy. And remember, it won't shock you unless, or won't shock anybody unless they need to be. It senses everything. So it's impossible to hurt somebody or accidentally shock them with it. So next time, or if you ever find yourself in a situation where you do need to use one of these, make sure that you do. Make sure you try, because at the end of the day, you're not going to hurt anybody, and these do a lot of good and really, really improve the outcome for people who do have a heart attack.
Yeah, the intent right there, just to make them as easy as possible. It's talking to you right there. We can hear it. Make it as easy as possible right to understand, so that many people can just pick one up and use them. And as you also pointed out, they are really all over the place. So it's a good idea to get yourself kind of acquainted with the place where you're going to be spending a lot of time, know where that AED is, and have at least an idea of what to do in a situation like that, because as we saw on Monday night, it can save a life.